The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They can't be any better as we hit the halfway mark. A perfect 7-0 on the year.
And when we looked at this team in August and we looked at the schedule, we thought they had the potential to get off to a hot start, but I don't think either of us expected 7-0.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes. To this point in the season, still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
The numbers for Dillon a week ago:
16 carries, 104 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as the tackle made at the 42.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Dillon up the middle.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Now third down and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it.
This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is incomplete.
These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6, and it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19.
Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Second down and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts.
And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Hurts.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You look at this Eagle defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
That second down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's Wilson to throw. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Eagles' offense and their quarterback coming out for their 2nd drive. And he's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL's leader in touchdown passes. Throwing is Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's Dillon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now it's Tracy. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. 5 plays there on that. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already for just the first quarter of play. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle here to Brown.
Down the right sideline.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone try to figure out their opponent, but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Wilson. Going right side, he finds Slayton. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Wilson.
Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Jalen Carter
in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here's Wilson. Into the power through. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tracy trying the right side.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles offense and the veteran A.J. Brown set to go to work once more. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go play action with Hurts. And he's had an early impact on the game. Sensational so far. And they'll likely be looking to find more ways to get him involved.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They go play action with Wilson.
That's caught left side by Neighbors.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
In motion, Slayton. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. 1 yard and now no yards have him looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They go play action now. Wilson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Gano's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Dillon on the inside give. Been a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Grant Calcaterra.
A 15-yard touchdown grab, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start with a run by Tracy. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. 2nd and 6.
Now Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
To throw is Wilson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the give, it's Tracy.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Zach Baun, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Buried behind the line by Azeez Ojulari.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September.
And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick six.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. There's A.J. Dillon, such a powerful runner, ready to lead this offense again on this next series.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals.
Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. From the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Sensational he was last week, over 200 yards. And the simple quote that we saw this week was, keep him in front of us. They're going to have to do that.
And when they say that, it means tackling him after the catch. Because once he makes the catch, you may catch it in front. But if you don't tackle him, he's behind you at that point, and that's how he racks up the big yardage.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Back to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. First and 10. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Grant Calcaterra,
his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game.
And the Eagles have regained the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Jordan Davis in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's Wilson to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now.
In motion, Slayton.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
With it is Jackson.
A minute 50 to go here in the first half.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it's 2nd down.
They give to Dillon out of the gun.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he is caught. Touchdown! A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. We are into Week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's Justin Herbert looking for and finding number 1, Quentin Johnston. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Chargers win their 3rd straight game as they get the victory today. From there, let's get you to another interesting matchup. And it's last year's top 10 pick, Michael Penix. One of his 2 touchdown passes here in the first half. This one's at halftime now, and it's the Falcons trying to make it 5 straight wins, and they're up at the half. One more to show you. Let's go to Charlotte. It's the Panthers taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's the 3rd-year man, Bryce Young. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. 14 all, the score at the half. And with that, a look here at the rest of the action in Week 8 around the NFL. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half, as we send you back out to Brandon and Charles.